You all, good morning. So my mom is traveling today and the house is in a complete mess. If you watched her travel video of last year, then you will know how the house was when she was traveling. It's the same way it is now. My mom has decided to become a tourist. It's in her old age. It's in her old age that she wants to tour the world and she wants to explore and all of that. But I'm happy for her that she's living her best life at the right time when she's supposed to. So yes, she has labored enough and it's time for her to rest. So I want to just start the day. I'm probably going to bring you guys along, just showing you guys the packing process and all of that. So yes, see you. So I started off by lighting up a fire to dry kwakoko, Bible, and egusi pudding, which somebody brought and gave my mom the previous day. But I was not home, and by the time I came back that evening, my mom told me she had put them in the fridge, and I'm like, how could you put them in the fridge? Like they're going to gain extra moisture. So in the morning, we had to make some fire and put them above the fire so it drains out the additional moisture which it gains from the fridge because the person already dried them before coming to give my mom. So while that was happening behind there, I now came into this room to pack up eru. So this is eru, you see, this is a dedicated room for drying of the eru. Somebody told us that once you dry eru under the sun, when you cook it, it's no longer green, it's down dark like black. And we all know that the flecks of eru is when you cook it and it's still looking greenish, so nobody wants to eat black eru, if you get. So they told us to dry it in a room where it's not directly under the sun. So we got these sheets, which are clean sheets, spread them on the floor and spread out the eru on them, just so the area doesn't have direct contact with the tiles. And I can tell you for sure that during this process I saw the difference already in the color of the area as opposed to if we were to dry it under the sun, because here the area was still looking quite fresh but dry. I don't know how to explain it. It was looking like fresh area, and but even the field, you could feel like it was fresh air, but it was dry at the same time. You are still seeing its green color. I mean, the person who gave us that hack, amazing. I hope you have learned something from there. So I finished and I cleaned up the place, and then it started drizzling. So I just had to run outside and pack up the egusi pudding and kwakoko Bible immediately, just so that rain does not come and make all our hard labor go into vain. So I took it out and then I came into the house and continued the work. So this is what the dining section was looking like filled with different African food stuff and ingredients for cooking. You have crayfish, bush mango, country onion, like a whole lot. It was just a whole lot. Ginseng, snails, Eru. It was just a whole lot, and they had not yet labeled them. So I had to start writing the names of the various spices, ingredients, and to whom they are going to be given to, just so when my mom reaches she doesn't get confused, like who is this one for, who is this one not for. Like we don't want to hear stories that touch. Give everybody what is due to them. So that's what I was doing here. I was just basically labeling each parcel, the name for the person who is to receive it, and the content basically. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to stop talking here and I'll come back some other time. Before I go, let me tell you guys a quick story here. So the last time I vlogged my mom's traveling process here on this channel, a friend of mine started watching that video but did not complete the video, and coincidentally we met at half mile, and then he goes by saying, hey Carol, when did you come back from the UK? And I'm like, what? Who? UK? When? How? And he says, oh, I watched your video. And I'm like, you see the consequences of not finishing my videos till the end? So this is me saying I'm not the one traveling. My mom is going to Canada to rest. At this point, I think you guys should give me a PhD in packematics because family members, I just know how to pack. I'm giving myself accolades. My elder sister had packed this bag, but all the things just could not enter. And I looked at the bag in my eyes. I was like, this bag still has space that can contain more. Why are all these things not just entering inside? And my mom was like, okay, I'll pack the last bags now. Come and pack this one. And family members, I repacked that bag and everything entered until there was even space for extra things to enter. And my mom is like, Baby girl, you are the real MVP when it comes to packing. So this was the day my mom was to travel. I started off by doing her makeup this morning because we had to film a quick video before she left. If you haven't watched that video, please definitely go and watch it. I'm going to leave the link in the description box so you go and watch it, where she was just talking about like how she struggled with my dad before getting here. Like she did not just land here all of a sudden where she's now traveling, going for vacation to Canada and the rest. She has suffered. There was a point in their life where they barely could not have food to eat. Definitely go and watch that video and thank me later. And if you do not know, family members, your girl has officially opened her makeup page, Refined by Carol, on Instagram. Please go and check me out, follow me. You're going to see all my makeup works there. Like I had postponed this for the longest time now, but book your girl for your makeup, your makeovers, to do your mom's makeup, to do your bridal makeup, to do your outing makeup, whatever events you need makeup for. Definitely book your girl and I will definitely come through for you, I promise. So by the time we're done filming, it was time already for my mom to take off. Her bags were already in the car, ready. My elder sister was just placing them properly so that the trunk of the car closes properly. And then the bushy, the woman who is going to rest, the woman who has worked so hard and she's going to rest. That is her right there. And she just decided to travel with the makeup on. Bye. Flash. There is truly a time and season for everything, and the beauty of seasons is that it keeps changing. There is a time to work and there is a time to rest. I pray we have wisdom enough to differentiate which time is which, and may we not fall into the dangers of eating the seed we ought to plant. There is truly beauty in delayed gratification. Please do not fall into the temptation of wanting to do everything that every other person is doing without knowing how they are doing it or what they are truly doing to do what they are doing. Please stay on your lane and it will happen in God's timing. So on this fateful day, I came back from doing a client's makeup and I was so famished, I immediately dived to eating. So I dropped my makeup box on the table and started eating. And my mom walks in and she's like, oh, nice Louis Vincent box. And I was genuinely looking for the Louis Vincent box until it dawned on me she was referring to my makeup box and I burst into laughter.
You didn't say a friend actually.
Now Louis waiting. Well, be proud of your answer now.
Vincent.
Louis Vincent.
You waiting. Vincent.
Vincent. You said you believe I Vincent before.
For French. Now for French now.
Okay.
Louis and Vincent. Now the two people company. So the name they didn't have for French.
Louis and Vincent. Dearest mommy, for all the sacrifices you and your husband did to raise us all up, on behalf of my sisters and I, we say we are truly grateful, we appreciate and love you both so very much. This is a call for all my subscribers to say something nice to their parents. Tell them Carol said so. Bye.